the Senate passed a transportation package that did include the Belfair bypass. It also includes 11.7% tax on gas. But it's moved out of that. There's a distinct possibility, should it get out of the House, that maybe we will have a Belfair bypass in construction. I think starting the construction in 2016.
Well, yeah, there's two different options that are out there. The House version so far, what they're talking about, would be a little bit different. If the House version ends up being if they agree to something in the House, they end up negotiating it, it'll probably be less money for the long term on bonding, but they'll move some of it, I think 18 million into another budget line item, so there will be the acquisition and the design and everything immediately starting in 16. If not, then it'd be bonded out. The difference, one of the big differences this time between the gas tax that happened in the past is Commissioner Sheldon has made sure that it is actually in the statute. So if it's in the statute in the House and it's in the statute in the Senate, the only way it doesn't get built is if the governor line items and scratches it out. That's pretty big and pretty important. In the past, when it was in for the gas tax, it was just in the other monies down below, and obviously the other monies down below never got it built. So one thing to remember, for those, our local representatives will be asked to support this, not support this. This one passed with a vote of 27 to 22. It was not by one vote, but there was also other votes that I know that were going to take it, but they did a caucus on the other side of the aisle and decided that it wasn't necessary for them to vote, so they were able to keep from that, so they're not saying they're in favor of gas tax. And so it would have passed by a greater margin. The reason why I'm saying that is, in my personal opinion, you know, I don't like gas taxes, I don't like taxes at all, but if they're going to have one, whether you want it or not, whether Commissioner Sheldon voted for it or not, it may happen. I sure want to make sure that our projects are there and that we get in there and vote if that's the necessity. So I may not like taxes, but if I'm going to have taxes, make sure my project is in there. So I very much appreciate his vote, even though I may not like the idea of gas taxes.
And it should not, we should also say that the other project that Mason County will be affected with is the Lynch Creek 101 intersection, yep. Building the lateral road so that people don't have to go out onto Highway 101 crossing over the traffic, and that's a safety issue for sure.